stop, but I'll probably keep running till I die. Through the burn up in my lungs, still I'm brushing it aside. Hide away from all my problems like I'm covered in disguise, yo. I'm cuzzy, I got colours to describe. From the hatred in your eyes, the two lovers intertwined. Got a bass drum to bounce, got a snare drum to ride. Place the mic up in my palm and keep it popping all night, yo. Ready to verse, I try my best to contain this. Painting late night, hopping fences and railings. Early afternoon, head spank from the blaze.
We live.
I feel my temperature raising. Heads low, ain't catching Zeds in the station. Tired of this grind, someone lend me some patience. It's starting to run thin. This life it ain't waiting. Come escape and step up in my sensory spaceship.
Let me do some sharing real quick. All right, production. Thank you. We are live. I like it. That's some good ride music. What's up, everybody? Hey, I love that. Was a nice little joint there. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spill. I am Darius, aka The Velvet, and as y'all can see, my fellow king is here. Marquise is here. Say what's up to the people, Marquise.
Hey, everybody, how y'all doing?
So
hey,
I see.
How y'all doing? What's up?
Y'all say hey back.
Tonight. Like and share.
Yes, I see some people. I see Taylor in the comments. What's up, Taylor? And if everybody that's coming in, do me a favor, please share. Please share to the peoples all across the lands, baby, because I want the Spill to become a household name. So if you would please, sir, please, ma'am, please, he, she, they, them, please share. Sharing is caring. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Sharing is caring.
Share.
Yes. One time to Auntie Dev in the comments. What's up, Auntie? Yes.
Hey,
So,
Auntie Dev.
yes, hold on, guys. I'm just sharing to a few folks real quick because I want the peoples to come on into the room because we got some good stuff to talk about on tonight. So make sure you share it on your timeline. Share it with a friend. Tell them to share it with a friend. Tell them to even share it with somebody they don't like. Yes, Auntie Deb, you say you chilling. All right. Yes. What's up, Kyrie?
Hey, what's going on?
Yes. What's going on?
He is always driving. Where the hell you going?
I told you Kyrie was getting ready to bring fire. I told you. I'm almost at my destination now.
Hey, that's a traveling man. He got on his traveling shoes.
I see.
Well, I made up in my mind that I've been stationed there for so long. I'm gonna go wherever this engine will take me. Shoot.
Well, amen.
I don't blame you, baby. You got that new blessing, baby. Ride out. That's it. Kyrie, how's your day been?
Busy, but it's good. You know, when you called me earlier, I was like working like a Hebrew slave with a Negro mama. Baby, they got me in this kitchen, and I'm very appreciative. Very appreciative. Thank you all for the cake orders. Thank you. I'm appreciative.
Yeah, so you was making cakes for the people.
Yes.
Do you make cookies and pies too for the people?
Not yet. No, I want to work on some cookies, but not yet.
You know, I'm overdue for another cake, Kyrie.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna need to put me in an order too. So everybody that's listening, if y'all know Kyrie makes cakes. He makes delectable cakes that will take you into the heavens. So make sure
I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you.
Auntie Deb says she need to order another cake.
I do. Okay. I do pound cakes. I do a red velvet cake. Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna need to go to pound.
Cake was so good. I can only imagine how that red velvet is. Jesus.
Yes.
All right.
Now tell me about your red velvet cake.
The red velvet cake, actually that came about because thanks to Latrice Bennett. Latrice, because I was gonna work on one, and then Latrice ordered one, and I was like, okay, well, girl, fine. So that's when I started making them. After that, you know, but I would have my taster, my taste tester to approve it. to see if it's right. So my taste test approved it, and that's so now they're on the menu.
Okay. Wonderful.
How do I
Oh,
sign up to be a taste tester? Cause
thank you, Sean Kinsey. Sean Kinsey said the infused almond cake is delicious. Thank you.
Well, what's
yeah,
up,
I had
Sean?
the lemon pound. I had the lemon pound before, and that one was absolutely amazing. Like I said, I can only imagine what the red velvet is like.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Kyrie, have you ever made Hennessy cupcakes?
No, my best friend does, but I have not. I need to look into that too. No, but I'm going to do a cake. I do a cake, 1738 for those that drink cognac or Remy. I do that in honor of my father because that was his absolute favorite drink. So I do a 1738. I know Hennessy. The black folks love Hennessy,
Yes,
so
Lord.
I'm gonna start that. I'll do. So I do. I'm gonna do a Hennessy infused. Cause I want to do a line of weed and cocktail cakes. So that'll be one.
Okay.
It'll be an
I
infused
Yes.
almost wrecked
Hennessy
my
cake.
car. Thank you, Jesus.
Don't wreck. Don't wreck. Please don't
Yes,
wreck, baby.
yes, it'll be
Talking
a
good
Hennessy
tonight.
infused cake.
That is it. I
Mhm.
gotta try it. I have a friend here that made me some Hennessy cupcakes, baby. When I tell you one, I couldn't. I could hardly eat more than one. They were so. It
Ooh,
was so good and so strong.
so potent. Yes.
It was very potent, baby. So
There's in the pound cake will fly you to the moon.
the pound cake.
I aim to please. I aim to please. I love
Well,
my customer.
Miss
So the
Deb, you
I
know what? I ain't been to the moon in a minute, so I'm ready for another trip.
look. I think I just got back myself. That cake was so good, it had me so turned. I just got back myself, and it's been about a month.
has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been over a month. Probably. Yeah, it's time. It's time.
It's time. But hey,
The
I tell
time has
everybody,
come.
make a man, make a. I got some orders going out tomorrow. Sean Kennedy, yours is one of the ones that's going out tomorrow. Yeah, I got a shipment going out tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna have to hit you up on Friday and put me an order in.
Okay.
Yes, Lord, cause
So
I
if you
need.
hit me on Friday, then you know it'll go out next week. Okay.
That's fine, cause I need to go into orbit a little bit. Yes, Earth. It be too much going on down here on Earth.
I'm telling you,
It does. It does.
I
Absolutely.
need to go up to meet him. Go up to meet him. Come on.
To take me up and let me meet him in the air.
Yeah. Woo! Hallelujah. Yay. 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 Yay.
Ooh, yes,
What's up,
yes.
Justin G? What is
What's
going
up,
on?
Just G? Yes, I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I don't know about y'all. I know, Kyrie, you've been working like a Hebrew slave. I've been running around. I almost got a foot chopped off.
Oh
Uh,
God.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
almost. Thank God. No, I
Now
just I tried to get away.
don't let all this driving fool you. I work too. Glory to God.
Oh, I forgot about that. Justin, you right. Justin, you said Marquise, what kind of new car you? I forgot Marquise got that car. That's why you driving around.
That's right. That's what you use a car for. You use a car to drive. And that's what I've
Yeah.
been doing. I've been
Yeah.
driving.
Okay.
That's what it's for to drive, baby.
I'm telling you, what else is it for?
Hey,
I don't
Gary.
get some people who get new cars and they don't ever want to drive them. I'm like, that's what the car for. Drive it.
In 5.3 miles. Take exit 75.
I want to go to oil like we did in Chicago. Child, baby.
Yes. What's up, Gail? How you? Yeah, we see you, we see you, we see you. So let's get so you guys know the spill is a part of Power Plug Radio, which is a black owned radio station. We are the home of your throwback jams. We are internet based. Um, we do throwback jams, anything 10 years or more. We have this show, we have other shows such as the Man Cave. We have several shows. We have political shows, we have a morning show. But of course, I appreciate all of y'all who tune into the spill. Hashtag
Yeah.
the spill.
What
Um,
what's the man cave?
so the Man Cave is a group of guys here in the St. Petersburg area. You know, they talk about manly issues. They talk about sports. They talk about politics. They talk about a range of different things from the male perspective. What's
Okay.
up, Thais? I see
Oh, he's
Thais
in
in
the
the
building.
comments.
Hey,
Yes.
East.
Hey, mother.
Yeah, shout out to East, Thais. Make sure, man, I was laughing so hard at Thais earlier, man. Every time I tune in to one of his lives. Yes. And you know what? I found an old video of mother when she was MCing in the club.
I want to see that.
Baby, mother, when I tell you, you had took me up. I got to go find it again, baby. That video had took me
Legendary.
up.
Come on, legendary.
I gotta see that.
Me too.
I meant to tell him that. I said, "Ooh, baby, that video took me in, baby."
Mother
Yes.
give me that she would be a bomb MC. Like, yeah, I could just
She
have
she
her.
she is, and I think that's
I
one
am.
reason why she's such a great blogger because
Right,
usually great MCs they just have natural flow when it comes to conversation and wit and banter,
right.
and
You know how
Thais
to
has
capture the
all of those
audience.
That's right.
things.
Good
Yeah,
point.
Yes,
Thais know how to capture the audience and keep their attention. Exactly.
yes. Baby, mother was
It's,
sitting back on that chair, baby. She was calling them names. The girls was coming down the steps. I was like, yes, mother.
yeah, but you better not see. Honestly, like I was talking to Sean, drag shows are okay. Now, if Thais is hosting it, I think I would enjoy it. Because I know it's gonna be funny. He's gonna throw Thais in there and it's gonna be funny. Yeah, I would enjoy it.
Yes, I think a lot of your shows, really your hosts carry so much energy and your host sets the tone. I used to be a club
Yeah, too.
MC and a promoter in my Tallahassee days. So, your host, I had an alter ego, you know. I was Darius Monday through Friday, but bitch come Friday night, bitch, I was Velvet. I was
Yeah,
Velvet even back in the day. Yes. I've been a missionary since I was 18. I was a
all
junior
right.
missionary when I was 14.
Well, amen. Proud of
Oh,
that.
you been out here. You ain't
You been out there a
you
minute.
true to it. You said
Yes,
I've been out here a long time.
I've been on the battlefield a long time. Shout out to my mother, the international state mother. Some of the folks, especially if you live in Florida, you've heard of the international state mother. That's my mother, baby. She has children. They call her the state mother because she had children all over the state. But yes, but baby, she taught me all the tricks and trades of dealing with trade and all that kind of stuff. That's why I feel like, especially when you come into the life and you a new baby and you really if you don't have somebody that's older
Yeah,
in the
you need
life,
somebody. Yeah,
you
absolutely.
need somebody like the children that's the same age as you as a year or two. They can't be your gay mama, your gay daddy. They can't tell you shit.
Now, because they still learning.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
firmly believe, and I'm so grateful that I had an older gay parent, somebody to really show me,
Yeah, I had
the ways of his life.
I had an older queen when I first came. I was young. I was 17, young, and then in college, away from home. Didn't have nobody. And an older queen named Kevin from Chicago. His nickname was Popsicle. That's who took me under their wing.
Baby, that name was Popsicle.
That was that was his nickname. Baby, that's who took me under their wing and taught me everything that I needed to know, baby.
Yes, Popsicle.
Because he was the one who taught me that. This dude on campus used to always mess with me because I had a really, really high voice back then. He'd always mess with me and call me fags and this and hit me on my ass because I got a big ass. Hit me on my ass and he like you. I was like, no, he don't. The hell you talking about? He like me. Well, long story short, yeah, he did.
So Kyrie, I got a question.
Yeah.
So when he used to hit you on your ass and stuff, did it move you?
A little bit, even though I couldn't, even though I'm like, I gotta hate him. I hate him. But yeah, it did.
I known it. What's up, Justin G? I knew the baby. I know, baby, because let me tell you something. Because Kyrie is a missionary too. Kyrie is a missionary too. Some just like the word, some people are called.
Well, yeah, I done handed out a few Christian.
Many are called, but few are chosen.
I done handed out a few Christian life pamphlets in my day.
And we're so grateful to our brother Marquise, Pastor Marquise, who is on here tonight. He is out there doing the work. He's out there in the vineyard, in the highways, and the byways, and the hedges.
Honey, he's somewhere. He done turned the camera on.
I had a phone call. Thank you.
I know you did.
Baby, Marquise is about. Let me tell y'all something. Marquise, if you do not know, Marquise is about ministry.
Oh, come on.
Now he has many different kinds of ministry.
Right.
But he about ministry.
Right.
The ministry of help.
Right.
Amen.
Ministry simply means service. And there are many different kind of services that people need. So you just got to be ready to minister to the needs of the people.
You know what? You know, I don't consider myself to be a minister, but since I am a missionary, I have tended to the needs of a few
You in
people over the
ministry.
years. Yes, I'm in ministry. I'm in a
Now,
yes in a different
are
capacity.
you a local missionary, or are you a statewide, or
Hold up, hold up. I'm national.
Oh, now.
I'm hold up. I'm a jurisdictional mother.
All right.
I got
Are you international, like Jack and Clark? Jack is a missionary or something.
So my mother is she's international. Now I'm national because in our organization we only got one international, and that's my mother.
Okay.
But in the family, baby, I'm national.
All right.
Even though I have done international ministry though.
Amen. Amen. And amen again.
Yes. So guys, so please check out Power Plug Radio. If you have not subscribed to Power Plug Radio, please subscribe so you can catch me each and every Wednesday here. I also have to acknowledge our other sponsor, Urban Drinkery. If you've heard of Urban Drinkery, it is a specialty drinkery right here in the Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg area. They make great drinks. I'm telling you, my favorite is the cognac berry. It's got all kind of juices and berries and Hennessy and some other stuff in it. They have one of my other personal favorites. I wish we got to make sure we got Urban Drinker to put up next week. The lemon basil. They got the Hawaiian. They got the woo woo, which makes you go woo woo wee wee.
That sounds good. Woo woo.
It'll make you go woo woo wee wee, Kyrie.
I want that one.
Yes.
Yes, it will turn you up, baby. It will change your life. And so if you guys are interested in Urban Drinkery has a Facebook page. I think they're on Instagram. We might have a Twitter.
And they ship.
And we ship, yeah. Now if you local, I might bring it to you, but we can ship it to you wherever you at.
Oh, I need that service. Ship it.
You know what, Marquise? I'll get your address. I will personally send you some.
All right.
And Kyrie, I'll send you some too.
Amen. Yes. Thank you.
Yes. So I don't think we got no church announcements tonight. I did want to call Mother and ask Mother, could I borrow Mother Brown? But I didn't get a chance to reach out to Mother.
Yeah, Mother
I didn't
Brown.
get no cash.
Mother Brown still owe me $2,000
for no plate.
She didn't give you them $2,000 you ordered yet.
I ain't got my chicken yet.
Did you give her your money?
I did. I paid. I said how my cash at.
East, you need to tell Mother Brown she need to issue Kyrie and Marquise a refund.
I'm not owed a refund. I need somebody to owe me $40 for one of the plates.
Oh,
I didn't pay for it. Maybe that's why I ain't paid $40.
I need $40 to pay for my plate.
I'm not paying $40 for no chicken dinner.
I got
two
white
chicken,
meat, so
two chicken thighs and a scoop of green beans and a scoop of potato salad.
Wait a minute. What kind of chicken that what Mother Brown got that chicken from? What kind of chicken was that?
It must be manna from heaven.
White meat. She charged me extra for white meat.
Look, well, how much was the brown meat?
I don't know. $20 a plate.
I gave Mother Brown $20.
See, Mother Brown.
And then and when I eat chicken, I like 2 breasts because I think anything with 1 breast is deformed. So,
that's why you can
yeah. So she charged me $40.
You get 2 big pieces of chicken. Oh yeah, that's why she charged you $40. Absolutely.
Yeah. That explains it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And and nowadays, a pack of breast gonna run you $45.
You know what? Chicken is a delicacy now.
It used to be chicken.
I was in Publix the other day. A pack of chicken wings was damn near $25.
I told you. I saw it Crow, which is the same thing as Publix here. Yeah, $25 for a pack of wings. I said, no, ma'am. Absolutely not.
I said,
and white meat. And white meat. I'm telling you.
You get 12 and 12 in the pack.
Yes, I was like, baby, just let me see how much these chicken gives us. Oh, baby. So let's get into some topics real quick.
I'm all
Oh
right.
yeah, Thais is right. Thais say pork chops are a delicacy too, and they are.
Yeah. I buy them for my mom because she like pork chops. And I don't do the swine.
Yes. Now,
I don't do-
baby, I like a good piece of swine every now and then, but you know what? Honestly, I've been trying to eat um, more poultry and fish because with this weight loss surgery, I have been swelling the last couple of weeks in my legs,
Mhm.
and a lot of that I thought it was I had too much sodium in my diet, so I went on a low sodium diet. Went and did labs. Went to see the kidney doctor. They just wanted to rule out it wasn't nothing going on there. I went and had an echocardiogram. They said that was normal. They couldn't figure out why I was swelling. So I'm thinking it was because I had too much salt in my diet. So when the lab results came back, they said, no, your sodium level is fine. It's normal. They said what it is your protein level is low. So that's what was causing all the swelling. Now I'm
I didn't
thinking
know that. Okay.
I'm thinking I was eating a lot of protein. And when I actually started paying attention, you know what? You're not eating as much protein. And then too, because of that surgery, I'm really supposed to eat like 5 or 6 times a day. And I only eat on average, probably maybe 3.
See, I eat right. See, that's what I do. I eat like 2 sometimes. Sometimes 2, sometimes 1. When you had a surgery, you just don't feel like you don't like eating all of this
Because
time.
I'm not used to eating like that. I'm really supposed to eat every 2 hours. I'm not used to eating like that.
Right now,
So
but you know what? I think I can. I think we can do it if you do small increments or
yeah,
something.
I
Not
went
a
and
big
bought
meal, but small increments. Yeah.
yeah, so I went and bought protein bars, and I have to set a little alarm to eat something every 2 hours, and I'm drinking lots of water because they started me on this water pill. And baby, you talking about getting up, going to the bathroom?
What they put you on laces?
Yes,
Oh, baby, I listen. Don't take it at night because you ain't gonna sleep.
baby. Let me tell you, I got up 4 times last night to go to the bathroom.
See, that's like you won't sleep.
Marquise, the
Oh,
people say what kind?
that
What kind of
Lasix
dog?
is
Oh,
something.
we got company. What kind of dog? You
That's
ain't
my dog.
what
Oh,
kind of dog is
Scruffy
that?
is a Morkie. He's a Morkie, and he loves to hang his head out the window
What the
while
hell
I'm
is a
driving.
Morkie?
He's so nosy.
What is a
Um,
Morkie? Hey, Darnell.
Morkie, he's a Maltese on a Yorkie mix.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. I was wondering what kind of dog that was. Okay.
Right, a Morkie.
Yeah, he's a Maltese Yorkie mix.
Well,
I'm
he
trying to
having
figure out
fun
where
hanging out
mine
the
gonna
window.
fall. Oh yeah, he loves it, honey. He loves it. I be scared he gonna fall. He gonna jump out sometime.
I hope not. Not while the car moving.
I know that's
Yeah, I hope
right.
he got. I hope he got enough sense to not do that either.
Yeah. You ever see the dog try to jump through the window and they ain't realize the glass is up?
He do it. He do it sometimes. He does it
Oh my
sometimes.
god.
Yeah, he does it sometimes.
Poor
He
baby.
crazy like that.
Yes. So let's get into some topics. Now, y'all know the other day, a draft, and let me share this, a draft of a Supreme Court decision this was leaked. Was leaked to the press. Politico, and I think y'all guys can probably see that screen. Politico released I don't know how they got it, but they released a draft opinion, a majority draft opinion of the Supreme Court, where they are striking down Roe versus Wade. Now we
Mm-hmm.
know Roe versus Wade is the law that provides federal protections for abortion. Um, and let me scroll up because I had notes, y'all. I got cliff notes.
Here go Marquise with
Yes.
this damn Boost Mobile. Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Marquise. He'll come back on in a minute.
That damn Boost Mobile.
Yes. Come on back, Marquise. So we know that the draft revealed that the Supreme Court was striking down the decision based on a majority opinion of justices. And this is, side note, this is a consequence of elections. This is why elections matter. Side note, if you don't go vote, make sure you go vote. This is why elections matter. Okay.
Well, they're blaming this dude from Newsweek is news one of them news channels. He's blaming a woman who's not even made into the court yet, but the sister that they just
For leaking the draft.
yeah. I said,
Well,
no, blame
honestly,
the
I
sister.
don't care who leaked it. I'm glad it got leaked.
Right.
Because
Blame the
people
sister.
need,
I'm like, this is what I said, but she's not even in there yet. So how would she leak it? How would she even know
yeah.
y'all did that?
And if she leaked it, somebody on the inside gave it to her. That was an inside job.
Exactly.
That's a law clerk, somebody who had access to the draft.
But I'm like, but really, was it really leaked, or did y'all just put it out there and want to say it's leaked? Hey, Tiffany. Or y'all want to say
Tiffany,
it's leaked? Like, is it really leaked, or did y'all always want to say it's leaked?
I believe it was leaked just because. Well, I'm not. Anything is possible, but I've never seen a case where a draft opinion of the Supreme Court was leaked.
Cause I saw your, oh, Marquis said he back. I saw your, y'all governor, the DeSantis tells them, whoever did this needs to be prosecuted to the fullest. And then I'm like, okay, DeSantis, you really up there.
Production, can you let Marquise back in, please, or give me control? Okay, he is. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just switching to my headset. But yeah, I think that this was a stage thing. I don't believe it was leaked. Like you said, this has never happened before. And then for all of a sudden, for this to happen for this particular issue, something in the milk ain't clean to me. Something in the milk. This it seems like I'm getting emails asking me to donate money to keep Roe versus Wade going and all of that kind of stuff. So I feel like this is a fundraiser. I think.
Well, I think
Emails from who?
you get emails. I got some emails too. Because the Democrats are going to use this issue
Maybe I should check
in
mine.
the upcoming
Yeah.
midterm elections. They're going to use this issue. This is something that's going to. I don't care what side of the fence you are, especially if you are a woman. You know,
Right.
you going
It is.
majority of women gonna have an issue.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm like, what's the point in doing this?
So you know what it's really about. And me and Auntie Deb was in the comments yesterday talking about this, and we said this on the Kings the other week. The real reason why they doing this, it ain't because they care about people's right to choose,
Oh,
or
absolutely not.
the real reason is the white people in this country are becoming the minority. They are not having as many babies. The white people have more
I
abortions
saw
than
that.
any other race.
And then they're mixing and fraternizing with other races.
Yes, and
So
then you got the Hispanic, Latino, Latinx population that is grown in this country so much, and
baby, they
they're
out
gonna
there.
be the majority in a few years.
Right. If you get shit by tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's not real. Yes, I know some black people have abortions and some Latinx people have abortions, but white people by far are having more abortions than anybody else. So this is really about they do not want white people becoming the majority in this country, but they can't pass a law restricting white people only.
Right, yeah.
So that's what it's really about.
Yeah, you said that before, Darius, and I agree with it wholeheartedly. I think that's exactly
Okay, Marquis said he agree, y'all.
Yeah, he agreed, but you on mute, Marquise.
Yeah, Marquis, you muted.
You on
no.
mute.
I wasn't talking. I wasn't talking. I'm getting ready to get on the Wi-Fi so that I can have a better signal.
Okay.
But I was
Okay.
just saying I agree with Darius in that it's certainly a population control. That's what it is.
Yes.
That's
So
true.
here's my fear, because if they overturn Roe versus Wade, they're essentially saying
Speak on it.
that they're saying that the opinion states that it's time to heed the Constitution and return the issue of abortion to the people's elected representatives. Now, I ain't never read the Constitution in its entirety, but I don't recall abortion ever being mentioned.
I don't either.
So that's the first thing.
I didn't say
So
that. I didn't say
The,
that.
the Constitution and the Bible are two of the most interpreted documents ever. They put things in it that's not there, and they try to take stuff out of it. They try to interpret it to mean certain things. So that's what they're trying to say. That's the whole divide between Republicans and Democrats is how is the Constitution interpreted? What does each side say it means? And I think that's where they disagree on how to interpret and apply the Constitution.
yeah, and before you know it, it's gonna be other issues besides abortion. If this happens, you're gonna
Absolutely.
same-sex marriage is gonna be up. It's gonna be a lot of personal freedoms that
They're gonna
that
overturn the Civil
that
Rights
they're
Act.
gonna overturn. They're gonna overturn the Civil Rights Act. They're gonna
Yeah.
overturn a lot of stuff. They're gonna take us back when we was what, 3/4 of a person or eighth of a person or whatever it was.
Well, they never did change that. That's what the kill party. They never changed that. That's still in there.
Yes, and so for women who are now, what do you say to women? Now we know before Roe versus Wade, women were having unsafe abortions. Women died. Women
Yeah,
bled
out
to death.
in the back alleys.
Women, a lot of women died, and so this is just my opinion. As a man, I don't think, even if I don't agree with abortion, I don't think I have the right to tell a woman
Right.
what to do
But
with her
see,
body.
right, and it's not, and like George Carlin said, these people, he said this years ago, he did now, but these people are not pro-life, they're anti-women. And that's true. These white men is making all the rules and everything. Woman, and you all you white men that's doing this, you all are the problem. You want these women to keep these babies after you done raped them, molested them, and then you want them to have the reminder. It's sick.
It is. And then you know what's going to happen, because the majority, if they send this issue back to the state, sad truth, but the majority of states in this country are Republican led. They got Republican
Right.
governors and Republican legislatures.
But that's what that's what y'all Uncle Joe said. He wants to go back to the states decide. Uncle Joe said that.
Look, Uncle Joe need to go sit down somewhere with that.
Listen,
Look, Uncle
I
Joe
said they
already,
bring that up in there.
Uncle Joe already ain't doing well in them polls. We giving all that money, we sending all that
Uncle
money
Joe,
across the
watch it.
waters, and I love Uncle Joe,
He
but
said he
we sending all that money across the water, and the people here ain't getting nothing.
Wait a minute. He said, well, they're here now because right they did here in Cincinnati. They did they had a Ukrainian day, food day for the refugees. I'm like, okay, but the Haitians, you beat them with whips and had them under bridges. But
But you ain't even got to go that far. You could go down to MLK in any city, and there's somebody down there that needs some grocery.
Mm-hmm. Still no voting rights bill. Exactly, Justin.
Exactly, and it ain't gonna be one.
It ain't.
So, it's real sad.
One thing I've noticed about Biden. One thing I've noticed. Am I delayed or something?
No, I hear you. Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I think President Biden does a lot of is, and I think both sides do it to the other. They act like it's so hard to get certain stuff passed, and it is to an extent. But I also think there is a whole strategy around what they fight to get passed and when. And that's my problem, is that you can't run on certain issues when you're running and then get in the office and then act like there is so much opposition and there is a strategy and there is a calculated aspect to which issues you hop on at first. I don't buy it. I think you're doing what's going to keep you up in the polls and what's going to make more money and make more numbers for jobs, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think they really care about the issues that really matter on the ground.
And it's the same man that said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. He ain't kept not one promise. He ain't done nothing. So you said
I'm
Joe
starting
does
to
a lot
see it.
one thing Joe does a lot of is bullshit. That's what he does a lot of.
You know what?
I was Team Joe. I still am, but I'm starting to see a lot of what y'all was talking about.
So I think this is the reality. And candidates all the time when they run and they make promises, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we want to believe in them because if it's something that we support. The problem is when you have a divided government, yeah, you might get a Democratic president, but you don't have a majority. Now here it is. You got a majority with Kamala Harris, but you still don't have a majority because most bills in the Senate require a 60-person threshold, a 60-vote threshold. So if you got 50 Democrats and 50 Republicans, even with Kamala Harris voting with you, because the vice president can vote in the event of a tie. Mm-hmm. If the Senate rules still say you need a 60-person threshold to pass certain legislation, you still stuck. So they need to suspend them damn rules. And the reason why, and I know they scared to suspend the filibuster, for example, because if they do it now, they scared when the Republicans take over, and they will take charge. I believe in this. I hate to say it, in this midterm election, it ain't looking good for the Democrats in the House or the Senate. But if they take control, if the Democrats use that option now, when the Republicans take over, they're gonna really go ham. Mm-hmm. That's why the Democrats are scared to do that, because they know at some point the Republicans gonna take over. And
Justin G said he keep giving money to the Ukraine. It's not gonna work cause all the USA problems, billions to another country, a wasteland. As of now, black folks are now finally starting to wake up. Well, yeah, and I mean, cause my question was, how are you giving them billions when we have Flint, Michigan has not had clean water or safe water in years, and Jackson, Mississippi hasn't had water. Y'all were saying we don't have the money to do so, but you found billions to give to them, to
This
the
is what I'm
non-vaccinated people.
saying.
Yeah,
Yes, this
but
is what I'm
y'all
saying.
love Uncle Joe. We
It's
love
not that we
Uncle
don't
Joe.
have the money. It's not that we don't have the money. It's that Congress has not appropriated the money.
Well, now, we
And
have
they
it.
not
We
gonna
don't have
do
the
it. And
money
you know
for
why?
you.
They don't have no money for you. And you know why?
Right.
Because the Republicans are tired of what they call entitlement bills. They don't want to give y'all no more damn stimuluses. They don't want to give y'all no food assistance. They don't want to give y'all no cash assistance. They really don't want to do all that stuff. That's why when you think about abortion, well, hold up. If you want me to keep the child, but what if I can't financially provide for the child? You don't want to help me. You don't want to give me assistance, but
They
you
don't
want
want
me
to
to
do
have
nothing.
this child.
They don't want to do jack nothing.
So that's gonna be another child that if family don't take them in, they're gonna go into the system. So it's still gonna ultimately cause taxpayers money.
Right.
Okay, y'all talk for a quick sec.
What is Marquise doing? Well, I guess I'm talking to myself because you on mute and Marquise on mute with the pooch. I can't hear you on mute.
Never
No, that was
mind. But never mind. I was getting ready to I was getting ready to go, but I'm gonna wait right here.
No, I'm here. I'm sorry, baby.
you better go with. You just got there.
I had
I'm sitting in the lobby. I ain't even got to the check-in counter yet.
Oh, shit. Oh, you at the hotel. Oh, okay.
yeah, I had a quick ministry moment. Somebody had messaged me real
I
quick,
just
and
said, okay, Marquise is all I said. I was like, okay. But I love it though, honey. You dedicated to there. You said I'm gonna come on anyway. All
you
right.
know, I appreciate my brothers because I called both of y'all, and y'all both was like, yes.
Yeah, I'm just behind. I was definitely coming.
Now, Joan Grace, now, how can black support a party that does nothing but listen, Joan? My question is, how can black support a government, a whole system that ain't done
There
nothing
you
for us?
go.
I
There
see.
you go. And for me, I ain't as extreme as Kyrie. I think that there is only, I mean, you're gonna have to pick a side, support. I mean, you can't unless you're gonna be like the Amish people and you're gonna just, go out into the middle of nowhere and live off the land. You really have to
Ain't
make
nothing
a
wrong with that.
decision to either partake or not partake in the American system. You can't escape it.
So
I want to live
Marquise,
on the grid.
yeah. So Marquise, I got a question. You are a pastor. What do you say to people? Because with this whole abortion issue, we're hearing people say you can't use religion to make personal decisions about what I do with my body. I've
I
heard that.
agree.
I've heard that argument.
I agree with it 100%, and not just on issues of abortion, but since that's what we're talking about, I don't believe that religion has ever been. Well, religion has always been a tool of control and manipulation. So abortion is just another one of those areas of control that religion seeks to have. I am pro-life, but I'm also pro-choice. You can be both. You can not prefer for abortions to happen, yet be okay with a woman having the autonomous right to make a decision about what is best for her health, her body, her family, etc. Um, and I think the Bible supports a woman's right to choose. The Bible does support that. The Bible also supports killing people after they're born. The Bible it don't matter to the Bible. So if you want to talk about what the Bible say, we can be here all night about the bloodbath that's in the Bible. So you know, don't bring the Bible to this argument because then we're gonna abort everybody. We're gonna abort all the babies. Um,
Hmm.
you know, the Christmas narrative is all about Jesus escaping uh, uh, an abortion. you know, so it's all in there. But I stand by a woman's right to decide what goes on with her body. This stems back to the undercurrent of this argument is, are women property or are women people? That's really what it boils down to. And as long as our system, which was created when blacks were property and women were were not even thought of as people, the system doesn't work for us because we weren't included in the system when it was instituted.
Hmm.
So we weren't included as free people. Let's put it that way. We weren't included as people who could make decisions for ourselves. So why are blacks and people and women having the most problems today in our country? It's because now we are voting citizens, which was not a part of the founding fathers' design. So now everything is shifting and rocking and trying to change because now you got people who are at the table and the table was never meant for them. So what do
Hmm.
we do?
Exactly.
What do we do? We have to change the table. We got to get up from this table and create another one that it really is equitable. And that's the fight that we're in right now.
Tai said instead of dropping these unwanted babies off at fire stations, drop them off at the Capitol in D.C. I'm with that.
You said drop them off at the White House or the Capitol.
Where's
Bro,
Thais?
at the Capitol
Where's
D.C.
Thais
That's it.
tonight? Where's Thais tonight? Why ain't he in here?
You know, mother knows she could come on anytime she get ready.
Now,
That's so
Uh,
funny.
Keith said women couldn't even apply for a credit card until the mid-70s. Wow.
See what I'm saying?
wow. Yes, and
See what
Sean
I'm
had
saying?
a comment, an interesting comment. The Republicans in Florida are cutting SNAP benefits, Medicaid, WIC, etc., and they still want to overturn Roe versus Wade. And I don't know, Sean, your
I guess
comment
the
cut
end
off.
is the women couldn't even apply for a credit
Oh,
card until
okay,
the mid-70s.
okay. So they just trying to take everybody back in time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that's what I said. I wouldn't be surprised. I kept saying that, but I thought it was gonna be when Trump was in office. I don't be right. They have us back in the want us back in the cotton
Well,
field.
he set the
Don't
stage
sit there.
because he got to appoint
Exactly.
three Supreme Court justices, and those were the ones who were all in the majority opinion.
So Uncle Joe gonna be the one saying, "Tote that bell, move that hay."
That's why Ginsburg should have retired before she died, because at least then
Hmm.
we would have had two Supreme Court
Yes.
picks.
And this is why we, as black gay men, gay people in general, LGBTQ people, if we just take the umbrella or the pool and we widen it, we cannot get too comfortable. They starting with Roe versus Wade, but this is only the tip of the iceberg of the pivot that this country is trying to make. And like you said, Trump was not the end all of it. He was just the beginning. He was the it was almost like, okay, this is our the bell is
Right.
ringing. This is everybody show up now. Come on. And
Now
You know
now we're
what?
seeing
I
that
agree
ball
with
is still
Dev.
rolling.
Earlier, Dev said, "Get ready for a purge." I've been saying this for years, and people laughed at me when I said it. But I'm like, it's something like I said, Hollywood don't make shit just be making it. It's something behind it. A lot of stuff they make, and I believe that's part of it.
You know
Yeah,
what? It's real. I hear. Sean just made me laugh. Sean talking about some Hillary tried to tell y'all,
but
but
her
y'all was worried
email.
about some emails.
Listen, exactly.
Yeah. But we're gonna see how much power the church has. We're gonna see how much power the social community has. We're gonna see how much power all these people that got their finger to the pulse of what's going on in this country. We're gonna see how much power you got. And
The
for
church,
me,
the church, or
for
what?
well, for me, coming from the church, I'm talking about just the church in general, the church at large. For
Oh,
me
okay.
coming from the church, you know how we always in church you hear about we living in the last days and God is coming back and this, that, or the other.
Child,
If all of this is happening and all you can say is God is coming back, Jesus is coming back, you done missed it. Like
they said that when my mama was a child. My mama
my point,
81, movie 81 come out.
my point,
Had me out
my
there
point
scared as hell.
exactly.
Jesus coming back today.
I
Yeah,
used to,
yeah, we live in the last and evil days.
so we
Lord,
gonna see,
well, how long do it take to come back?
right?
Did
Did
he
it
say
break
in the
down?
Did he say in
Did
the
it break
twinkling of an
down?
eye? Did he say
Baby,
the twinkling of an eye?
maybe the eye must be, he must got the pink eye. Because
Right.
how long does it
But
take?
Lord, I'm
That
glad you taking your time because I ain't ready to go yet.
that twinkle broke. That twinkle broke.
I ain't ready to go yet, so I'm glad he taking his time.
I dare said nobody
My
knows the
whole thing.
hour, not even
My whole thing is Jesus. My whole thing is Jesus is coming back in consciousness. He's coming back up here. Not
Well, I
necessarily.
mean, right. Well, Christ is a conscience. I ain't gonna have discussion on here. Y'all ain't ready for that, but yeah.
Yeah, they ain't we can have that no more. But yeah, but Jesus, if you waiting on Jesus to come back in any other way other than in your consciousness, you'd have missed it. You'd have missed
Glory.
it.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
Yes.
come
Now
on.
I got something else I want to pivot to, but y'all pay attention. Y'all stay woke on what's going on out here. I want to talk about this Tamar Braxton praise break. Now, production, can we play that video of Tamar Braxton this praise break? Cause it just really messed me up, y'all.
All right, I'm going to the desk. Y'all play the video.
Okay, and let me stop sharing.
Sharon. Oh, that's what you would do.
I was sharing the picture, but production, can you play it or I can play it?
Somebody play it.
Hold on, maybe I can play it. Hold on.
He said Jesus come back in 3056.
Thais said 3 days. Oh, can we get the? Oh, I don't hear the volume, but okay.
Okay, mother.
Baby, these some new church mothers here. These some new praises today. Cause Thais often talks about the oil. Baby, it wasn't no oil, no kind of oil on that praise, bro.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of people, I was looking at
It was
Jazz
rather stale,
conversation.
wasn't it?
I was looking at Jazz conversation, and a lot of people, which I know a lot of church people follow Jazz. A lot of people was judging her, but I'm like, so I said, if you all knew what praise is really about, it would be so much less judgmental because it's not about what you have on. And if you go by the Bible says that everything that has breath praise God. But praise the God, you understand it. This girl, so this woman, it don't matter. She got this on and she's an R&B celebrity. If she is praising because she's grateful for what the God of her understanding has done for her, and that's what she's doing. That's it.
Thank you.
I mean,
Hold up.
that's it.
Kyrie, tip 99 say Tamar got that motor oil.
Look, in all seriousness though, everybody want to quote that first.
Oh Lord, what happened?
Okay.
Y'all know
Right,
Marquise on. I think he on the Wi-Fi.
Thais.
Can you hear me?
Now we hear you.
Yeah.
There was a difference between a praise break and praising God. And I think what we saw was a praise break, but at the same time, the Bible says something to the effect of, if these don't praise him, which means if the people that I called and sanctified don't praise me, then the rocks will cry out. And I think I'm a rock. And I think Tamar is a rock. And celebrities and anyone who does not have like a church role formally in this day and time, it's almost like we are the rocks, because the church ain't been trying to really, really praise God like they really say they are. So now God says, I'll let Kanye West, praise me. I'll let Tamar and these people that Fantasia and these people that don't make a living from church. I'll let him praise me. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. I think we're seeing the rocks cry.
But it should not be about church now, because people treat church like it's a social club. But I do agree with Thais. Thais, I don't care about her outfit, but that footwork is horrible.
Baby, that footwork. She need to work on that footwork. I believe that the Saints, I knew some of the Saints. I used to work on my footwork, but when I caught it for real, baby, when I caught it for real, when it was real, when it wasn't just for show, baby, that footwork went into action, baby.
Now she did look like she went to a Presbyterian church, but it's her praise.
Mother, don't try to do no footwork, Tamar. Just stand there and jump. Holla.
But I'm with you, Tamar. But some of the comments that I saw was like, why are you out judging her for praising God? If she do something, y'all, I just think the church needs to calm down. Church is not an elite social club.
So you think it was about what she was wearing, her outfit? Because I think that's what a lot of people
was. It was about what she was. Some people was about what she had on.
Because all your assets out, and you.
But I'm like, but God.
All her assets was out.
spirit doesn't care if she was butt naked. She was giving praise. It doesn't matter what she had on.
Well, didn't David get dance? Did he dance naked? Didn't David dance
His
butt
clothes
naked?
fell off. Exactly. His clothes fell off.
Well, see, about the thing about nakedness is only a recent problem. People have only recently had a problem with being naked. Like nakedness from its original aspect was a part of life. I mean,
Well,
duh.
yeah. Well,
You
we're
know,
supposed to
like
be.
we the ones
Well,
got
according to the
we
Bible,
got
we would have been naked, but then Adam and Eve. Well, I ain't gonna say what I think.
I ain't gonna put it on Adam. That was Eve.
Well,
no, I put it on. I put it on. I put it
it
on
was
both
Eve.
of them.
Eve
But
was the one.
the point
Eve
of the
was the
matter
one
is
who.
that you're right. When they,
Eve was the one who went against
Eve
the
listened
grain.
to that old serpent.
Went against the grain and did what she did. But I don't believe it was no apple
I'm working on
involved. Huh?
I'm gonna teach a class really soon.
I don't
I'm
think it
gonna
was an
teach a
apple
class on this
involved.
real
I
soon.
think she did I think she did a little fellatio.
You think it was that 4-tongue?
I think Eve got down on them knees and they both what the pastor say today, 69 in the video that I posted. 69.
Wow. Thais say David and Jonathan dance
But
naked all the time.
Baby,
there
they was
really is
praising.
there really is a lot of there really is a lot of thinking that says the breaking of the hymen was the apple.
Ooh.
Think about it.
See, I
When
can
you
believe
break
that.
the
I
hymen,
believe that.
there is blood.
I never believed it was any real fruit involved.
And it was
So Darnell said
after her.
so. Uh-huh.
So did she
sorry,
make him bite the apple? Yeah, her apple.
Marquise, some people say, are you at the Marriott?
I'm at the Hyatt.
Okay.
Who said that?
Somebody asked the question
Hyatt.
earlier. I meant to ask you because they said the Marriott Wi-Fi ain't hitting on nothing.
No, it wasn't.
I ain't never had a problem with Marriott.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, you think about it because we always think about fruit.
I know.
But
I ain't never thought about fruit. I think it was their fruit. Her banana.
So she gave away her fruit, and that's what broke the covenant.
And that's how they knew they was naked. Who gonna do this?
It wasn't so much.
Oh, I'm naked. No, that ain't how you know you're naked.
Child, you don't let that serpent come down here and take your virginity.
I'm
so
that serpent made her feel good, and she wouldn't made Adam feel good.
So Adam got up close, and Adam got up in there and said, "Well, hold up."
Adam said, "Is this what the serpent did?
Something feel different."
It's wetter. It's more wetter.
Baby, hold up. It wasn't this loose.
It's more wetter. It's more wetter.
Baby. Lord. I like this interpretation of the fall. She was a peach. Was she a Georgia peach?
No, let me put.
Yeah, juicy.
I'm a steer
Adam
clear.
Were two that God let you know about. There were others. Exactly, there.
Yes, there were others. Adam and Eve weren't the only ones here.
If the Bible was 2,000 years ago, since the earth dates back to millions of years ago, what happened to them people?
What you really have to realize. This is the part. This is the part that I don't want. This is the part that I don't want. That I didn't want to get into. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. The part that I really didn't want to get into is that the story of Genesis is what we call allegory. It did not really exactly happen the way people say it happened, or the way the story says it happens. Well, it's just like it's raining cats.
Because you ain't gonna convince me that some man got swallowed by a fish and sat there for 3 whole days, and then the fish spit him out, and nothing happened. Child, you ain't gonna convince me some man built a big old boat out of logs, and every animal came from near and far. So you got 2 ants, 2 antelopes, 2 penguins, 2 everything, and now I said this boat with no windows. Child, that was a shitty mess. You ain't convinced me that happened. In the
Yeah, yeah.
past, they never did white lie.
So I believe that there were definitely other people here before Adam and Eve.
Well, yeah, because the Earth goes back like Tay said billions of years ago. Yeah, read the Book of Enoch.
Because the book of Enoch says that even that I think that Eve was not Adam's first wife, wasn't it Lilith? Lilith.
Lilith, Lilith,
That's the one that they made a demon, the mother of demons, right?
Lilith. That's what they say.
Because she refused to bow to man.
Lilith, and that's why the lesbians have a what you call it, a not a workshop. What is it? Not a conference, but something like that. It's an affair, and it's called Lilith.
Oh, I need to look into that because I've been a part-time lesbian on the weekend a few years ago.
Yeah, they have a whole thing Lilith. It's a weekend or something.
Baby, I used to be a part-time lesbian child. I used to love me some studs. Baby, studs used to move me, baby.
I love my lesbians. Not like now. I
You ain't never had no stud that moved you, Kyrie.
One. I can name one. One. When I lived in Chicago, one. Yeah, she was beautiful.
Baby, yes, baby.
I still believe in being naked and free. I know you do.
Yes, yes, Taylor. Be naked and free, baby.
I know you do.
I want to be free. What you say, Thais? They say Noah's Ark maybe still on Mr. Ararat.
Ararat.
Mount Ararat.
On Mount
Okay.
Ararat.
Okay.
On in.
Yeah, I went and refreshed my Wi-Fi. I didn't know if it was y'all or me or what, because it just won't happen.
Wasn't us.
Yes.
Well,
So
I'm good.
I it just comes now with religion. I think at this point in my life, I question more stuff than I have ever questioned. As a child, you don't really question stuff. We're taught and indoctrinated with certain beliefs and practices growing up, like the whole gay thing. When I knew I felt different growing up, I thought I was going to hell. There was no redemption. God didn't love me. I thought about how much trauma that I personally experienced growing up because of church.
Religious trauma, religious
trauma.
But see, that's the part that's what would confuse me, because you always hear pastors say God don't bless no mess. He don't love homosexuals. But all I knew was I was blessed, protected, and I'm like, so I don't get it.
Exactly.
Now, that can't be true. That can't be. Now, God blesses me. That can't be true.
Exactly.
But every little thing you do is because you're homosexual. Oh my God, I lost my wallet because you're homosexual. Oh my God. I got sick. My toe. You're homosexual.
Anytime you get sick, anytime something bad, any kind of bad, anything.
I got poked. In that case, they might be right.
I lost my job. You're homosexual. Exactly. But the fact that people still believe stuff like that in 2022 is scary.
Yeah.
And you know what? And you know what? Darnell just asked me a question. He said, "What made me get through it?" I think growing up and experiencing life for myself, and as you go through adulthood, you're exposed. When going to college exposed me to different kinds of thinking and different perspectives, and meeting people who and I don't want to say struggle. I used to use a struggle a long time ago. People who felt differently and loved differently or loved similarly to me, because I had to unprogram a lot of stuff that I was taught growing up. And it's a struggle for me even now sometimes with going to church, because every now and then, when somebody want to get the congregation going, they want to throw out. I sat in a congregation a few weeks back, and a female minister was presiding, and she was pretty much doing everything in the damn service. I was like, "Baby, you're doing too much. You ain't the only one here." So she goes around. First of all, she going around and start prophesying.
Oh Lord.
Because there was people in there. Yeah, she wanted to prophesy to everybody. She was doing way too much from start. Then it was two girls that was in there, and they date, and it was very obvious. Everybody know they date. Their mom and dad is a deaconess. Okay, the girl and her girlfriend in there. So then she wants to start talking about homosexuality, and now she tried to mask it a little bit by talking about two men, but it wasn't no two men in there. It was only two women sitting in there, and everybody knew the tea. So she tried to mask it. And then, when they want to get the church going, they want to start talking about gays and all this stuff. And homosexuality in the schools. I'm like, baby, where you been? Homosexuals have always been here.
But child, but your food stamps didn't hit your card. That's the homosexual.
Homosexuality.
It is. That is. Child, I'm getting evicted because you're homosexual. So
You're
I
homosexual.
Lay up in there with the men, folk. Lay up in there with the men.
Yes, baby. I love these comments, baby. What can y'all what else can we blame on the homosexuals? Put it in the comments. But
Global warming.
everything.
Global warming.
y'all
Child,
ain't get no stimulus.
Because all these homosexuals. Chicken wings is $35 a pack. Them homosexuals.
Them homosexuals.
God said, turn from your wicked ways. These homosexuals.
I'm telling you.
But it was something that happened that they blamed the gay. I was living in LA. Something happened, big happened. And they were blaming the gays. I can't think of what it was.
Was it Y2K?
I can't think of what it is.
You remember Y2K? We were so scared to go.
I just died laughing.
Mm-hmm.
I fell out laughing.
Yes, so it just trips me out, and and I said this to, I think Kyrie, I said it to you, Thais, and Demario on Sunday when we was chatting. I said, you know what? I pulled up to the church, the same church where we was all talking. I pulled up to the church, the same church where this happened. Where I sat there and watched this a couple weeks ago, and as I was talking to y'all, I was sitting there thinking. I was dressed, I was in the car. I was getting ready to put on my mother hat. Baby, I had my heels and everything, baby. I was sort of coming there, baby, first Sunday shop, baby, and going right over there to the missionary corner. But baby, as I sat there and we was talking and I was thinking, I said, I had to ask myself a serious question. Why am I going in here? Am I going in here out of tradition, or because it's first Sunday, or because that's the thing that I do every Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I going in here why am I really going in here? Am I going in here for a true encounter with
I
God?
going to be fed? Am I going to be fed?
Am I going to be fed, or am I going to feel the way I felt a couple weeks ago? So y'all know what I did? I put old girl right in drive and pulled out.
Mm-hmm. It's so sad. It's sad. It is so sad.
Pulled out.
I go through the same thing, Darius. People think that because I'm the pastor that I'm just like, ooh, let's like I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning on Sundays, ready to go to church. No, I am not. It is a struggle.
But let me ask you. You're the pastor, so what's making you not? What makes you drag your feet? Because like you the one who said
this ain't. Long story short, this ain't the church Jesus died for.
Okay.
And
so what church is this then?
Trying to get this church, or what church has become, to be that, it's just so hard. It's so hard. And when you do it in truth, without drinking the Kool-Aid of status quo, you're ostracized. You're put off to the side because you're a renegade. You're loose.
But I will say, when I was in church years ago, you really did feel something. But in now times, you like, you
want to know what that was? You want to know what that was, Kyrie?
What?
I think what we used to feel coming up was God winking at our ignorance. If you don't know no better, and all you know is baby food and Similac, that will sustain you. But at some point in time, you got to get off Similac, you got to get off milk, and you have to introduce more heartier foods to your diet. And what I see nowadays is I done graduated to pork chop, chicken, beef, meat, and we still have pastors feeding Similac to grown people. And they just loving it because it's what they're used to. That's what church is. I'm sitting in. I feel I'm sitting in a room with a bunch of crying babies most of the time.
Well,
and I'm just like, church, 35.
But one thing I've seen that I've noticed, people want an outlet. People want truth, but people want an outlet. They're going through shit. I don't want to hear about because I'm homosexual. I don't want to hear about whatever. Some of Right. I need to know, how can I come out of this? Right. What is happening?
Absolutely.
Why am I going through this? So teach me how to get to God. If I don't know, teach me how to get to God of my understanding.
Right.
You know what some of my best encounters with God are, and when I'm in the car, when I'm driving to work.
Woo, yeah.
And when I'm at my desk at work, sometimes I have a praise moment right there at my desk. And you
Yes.
know, like, and I told y'all, I think I said this Friday. I've been listening to a certain song, Isaiah Templeton, to everybody, to your gospel listeners. Everything will be all right. Do you know that is my anthem for the past month? I've had to tell myself
What's his
several
name?
times a day.
Isaiah who?
Isaiah
Templeton. Yeah, I like
Templeton.
that song. I like that song. But Derek,
I have to tell me it's gonna be all right.
let me tell you something that's been. Let me tell you where I
I
am. I'm
don't
not
play
saying
that.
that where you are is bad. I'm just telling you where I am. I'm at the place now where I can be listening to a secular song and go into a full cry worship. Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Like I was watching Moana with my son Junior, the movie Moana, the Disney movie.
Uh-huh.
And Janae Aiko has a song on the soundtrack because my son, what he'll do is he'll go pull up the soundtrack for movies and learn every song. So he was listening to this song one night, and it was on the Moana soundtrack, and I was like, that's Janae Aiko, and the song is called "Lead the Way."
Mm.
It ain't no gospel song, but the lyrics to that song are just so true and powerful. I was just like, yeah, Lord, yeah, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. It was so good. So I'm at a place now where I see God and I experience God in everything and not just in church.
Yeah.
Like, you got to wait till Sunday at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock to experience God. You're
You
not really
don't?
experiencing God. You're experiencing nostalgia. And a lot of these praise breaks is just, I remember when. And when you
Yeah.
hear the dun 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 dun, it's the nostalgia that says move and buck. You ain't feeling the spirit. You just know that that's the
Uh-huh.
point where you're supposed to buck. And that's why I ain't got no problem with Tamar bucking. I ain't got no problem with her bucking because that's a cultural response. Just like when the beat drop, what you drop it like it's hot. Ain't no
Yes.
problem.
Make sure you can pick it up when you drop it though.
I said she did better than the white people
She had them heels
taken it
on. She had them heels on.
and adopted it. She did better than
Yeah.
them. She was like, yeah,
Yes.
well,
And you
yeah,
know what too? And I even say this one moment, and I'm not saying it because it was Thais, but I recall about a month or two ago, y'all know it was a job that I really wanted really, really bad. I really wanted that thing. I'm talking about I was fasting praying. I wanted that job. I just knew it was mine. And when I made it to the third round to get that far, and then for them to tell me what they told me, that kind of broke me on the inside. I was trying not to show it. And we was on that live and we was talking, and Thais started talking to me. And I was trying not to let it bother me.
I remember that. Was that
And
Friday night?
Thais started, I don't know if it was a Friday, it might have been one day during the week. But
Okay.
Thais started talking to me, and I don't know if people remember that, but he was ministering to me in that moment. And he said some stuff to me that I needed to hear in that moment. Because a lot of times when things don't happen the way we want them to happen, a lot of times everybody don't show when they're hurting.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us have been taught, it's ingrained in us, you just keep moving. You
Right.
don't show no signs. You don't show no weakness. You keep moving. But
Right.
on the inside, many of us are hurting.
yeah. And see, and that's what I'm talking about. Thais is a prime example of how people don't go to church, don't have a desire to go to church. And so the only spiritualness that they're fed is through Thais.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit will give Thais a word at the drop of a dime, no matter when.
Mm-hmm.
It could be on a Friday night. Thais will drop a word during what you call it? Thursday night. What's Thursday night shit? I can't think of that shit. I love that.
That's all. Oh, that's the night, baby. Thais
After
really
dark.
gets after
Thais
dark,
after
baby.
dark.
That's it.
Right after dark. Well, I just say Thais.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Tune in tomorrow.
that's a prime example how you
Right.
don't have church, but Thais would
Right.
be the only church that somebody has.
And remember that Friday night we got to talking about, how everybody ain't called to preach in church, but you can miss your calling and you can, like I really believe that what Thais is doing while we're talking about Thais, it's his calling. Like
It's
for him
ministry.
to try to go preach in somebody's pulpit like I do would be a neglect to the people that follow him on his platform and that are waiting on him.
I think some of the people in them four walls need to hear what Thais got to say.
Thank you.
But
My point. And that's where I come in.
yeah.
I try to be that person that will go in the church and be like, and then leave out of church. And, I'm trying to play, I ain't gonna say play both sides of the fence, but play both sides of the fence. I'm trying to be relevant to two different communities and I'm being rejected from both because I got a little bit of both in me. And my authentic self is a church boy who's a freak, or whatever you want to, you know, that's my reality.
Yeah, that's all that's
Child, the biggest freaks are in church.
right.
And the thing about it is that when we say stuff like that, but then you still got your name on the membership book of the pastor that's lying to you.
I don't. But okay.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
Baby, I guess what? I guess what? Back in the day, I had more than my name on the pastor's membership book.
Ooh.
Huh?
I'm gonna leave it at that.
My point exactly. And see, I ain't one of those. I'm not one of those. Not one member that I've ever pastored can say they've slept with me. Not one.
Now I've never slept with my own pastor.
Not one.
I never slept with my own. I did sleep with a minister.
Now I
Right.
didn't sleep with some preachers. Yeah, of course.
I had a few of them.
I just slept with some preachers.
In my own.
They wanted them.
He won the pastor though, so it didn't count. Ooh, baby. Child, I had to leave them preachers alone, baby, years ago, baby. That was bad karma. I go to church one Sunday. I'm messing with this preacher, baby, and the wife knew, baby, because you know they like to play.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
but you know, yeah. So you know, so we in service, and she kept looking back at me, and I said, "Why is this bitch looking at me? You know, like why is she looking at me?" Child, come to find out, baby, she don't intercepted the email he don't sent me.
Ooh,
And baby, you know what I did? I stood in my truth. I'm like, baby, it ain't like it ain't nothing you don't already know.
honey.
Was that his wife? Or,
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
You already knew, baby. First of all, I know what you and sis over there, your friend doing, your best friend.
That's the same thing that Hagar.
Oh, that's going on in church. So
that's the
much.
same thing that Hagar and Sarah fell out over in the Bible. You know, Sarah couldn't get pregnant, but Hagar could, and Abraham got Hagar pregnant, and Hagar started looking all pregnant and beautiful, and Sarah got jealous, even though she was the wife. You know, there's that old spousal jealousy. You know, that happens.
Oh, Thais said that brown van never sleeps.
You got a brown van, Darius.
The van,
baby, I had a brown and a white one.
Deacon Brown
was the windows tinted out like the baked bus van?
Baby, they had to be tinted, baby. Some of the things I've done.
Like, you know what the baked bus van is? Do you know what
baby,
the baked bus van is?
The what?
The baked bus.
The baked bus. I don't think I ever heard
I came up during the porn era where it was the bait bus. It was these white dudes that drove a black van that had no windows, and they would go find dudes and pay them to get in the van.
To get in the van. Oh, okay.
And they blindfolded. They had a female that would kind of lure them. They had a female that would kind of lure them into the van and start filming on them and stuff. And then a dude would come out while they was blindfolded and actually start like giving them head and stuff. And they thought that it was a girl, but it would be y'all didn't watch Bake Bus.
Oh yeah, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it just was a different name.
I'm telling my
dude in Florida, a dude in Brooklyn. He's a black dude. He had a site like that, baby. He got killed.
Yeah,
I know somebody that happened to. He didn't get killed, but the girl had him in the bedroom and she was doing her thing, and then all of a sudden she stopped for a quick second, and then she started up again. Well, he thought it was she,
right?
But apparently he knew what he was doing because he couldn't tell no difference until he opened his eyes.
Right. Let me tell you something else that I used to
question stuff like that because some of the dudes that they had doing, I gotta go to. You didn't feel this beard hitting your thigh.
I think it was staged. I think the earlier stages of it were probably real, but I think most of it became staged near the end. But it was something else that I like to watch, even though I think it was staged. It would be, I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically people having sex in public, and they'd be in the laundromat, and people would be putting their clothes in the washer and dryer and folding their clothes, and you right there on the table in plain sight, going at it like two rabbits in heat. And I'm like, I know they see and hear y'all, but the people around would never respond. And I'll just be like,
"Bro, in New York, New York, that happened for real. New York, that's how they get down."
Let's see, wow,
because it's normal behavior. They consider it normal behavior. Like when you see on Twitter now, the dudes on the train doing the same thing. Everybody move. It's New York. Oh, it's New York.
Right. Like, man,
I just don't get none of that over here.
Y'all go on.
But there are parks. There are parks now, like at night after dark, where people congregate and stuff.
That's big going on, baby. Piedmont Park.
Child, now.
Shit, Lake Ella in Tallahassee.
Well, school me. Well, school me.
These are the part now. Boy, when I was in my 20s, yeah, it's been happening.
Shout out the lake right around the corner from where I live. Don't ask me how I know.
It's 30 years later. I'm 51 now. But we used to let Grant Park have it in Chicago.
Baby, that was the beat. That was the beat.
I ain't even gonna say the name of the park in Charlotte. I ain't even gonna say the name of the park where I'm from.
Rodney talk about all the kings do ministry. It doesn't have to be in the building. Yes, we do. We do ministry.
That's right.
Now, real quick before we go, what y'all thought about this situation with Dave Chappelle and the man? Production, y'all got that video with the man? He done bomb rush Dave Chappelle.
I have laughed all day at this shit.
Baby, I watched that thing several times, and I just holler every time I watched it. I just didn't understand.
Dave Chappelle attacked on stage Tuesday night.
Missionary.
The 40-year-old was tackled and performed at the
One more time. Okay.
Joke Festival. The Los Angeles Police Department confirms to ET that they responded to an incident around 10:40 p.m.
You can stop it, production.
The suspect, identified as
they was whopping his ass
in the stretcher.
Oh, they messed him up.
His arm is like this.
His arm was all over here. I want to see that. I mean,
they fucked him up. But you can see it on my page.
My heart goes out to
but what made me laugh the hardest was when Chris Rock said, "Was that Will Smith?"
Yeah.
Yeah, James Fox, Dave Chappelle himself and security whopped his ass. But here's my question though, because the times that I have been, and hopefully somebody from the Hollywood Bowl is looking at this, the times I have attended the Hollywood Bowl for a performance, I was patted down and had the thing that for weapons. Listen, one time the last time we went, this dude, he was fine too, patted me down so good, I said, I need a blunt. How about you? Listen, they pat you down.
That reminds me of that time that I was at the airport and I went through this phase. Well, I ain't gonna say it was a phase. I don't like to wear underwear. I don't think underwear are natural, and I just don't like to wear them, especially if I'm traveling. So I was free balling through the airport as I normally do, and I had to stop doing it because every time I would go through the machine, the little thing would go off, and it would always mark my genitalia. And I didn't catch it because, at first they don't always tell you. Some airports, you don't know what sent it off. You just know you sent it off. So they pull you off to the side. And I said, I just keep getting pulled off to the side. And every time I would get searched or patted down, it would be a dude. They wouldn't say a word. One day I had a nice old lady that had to pat me down. And she told me, she said, maybe next time you ought to wear underwear and the machine won't catch you. And that's when I made the connection. I was like, well, thank you, Grandma.
So wait a minute. So she's saying that your meat was setting off the alarm.
I don't know if it was the meat or the balls, but something was setting it off. All I know is I just never they never told me exactly what it was. And they just take that little piece of paper and go on your hand and
well, I got a question. Do you got some steel? Do you got a piece of steel?
I was worried about my weed in my bag. I was more worried about the weed in my bag than I was.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how did your meat set off the machine?
I'm trying to figure that out. Really?
They got some heavy meat. That's some heavy meat.
Heavy load.
I walk heavy. I walk heavy under the anointing.
I got rid of my heavy load.
But I was like, what's going on?
So, we got to go in a minute. So everyone in the comments, can y'all please do me a favor? Please cash out Marquise and Kyrie. Please. And if you want to send the Velvet a blessing too.
I'm tied into Velvet. 10% of everything I make tonight is going to Velvet. So,
oh, Lord.
Amen.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord Jesus. So y'all got to get real good.
I'm going to do the same thing to Jives and to the Kings when I'm on their platforms. I'm on tithe.
So y'all make sure y'all tired tonight. Now, Kyrie, you doing a show tomorrow?
Amen. No, that's right. I announced it last night. Tomorrow I'm off.
You making more cakes tomorrow?
Baby, listen. But tomorrow I'm off. Yeah.
And y'all make sure
celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yes,
Thank you, Darnell.
I'll be at the social tomorrow. Y'all make
I'll
sure
be
y'all
drunk
continue to
tomorrow.
support Thais.
Yes.
Y'all know Thais go live like 400 times a day. So y'all make sure y'all cash out him each and every time he go live. Support
Amen.
Mother, baby. Mother's doing some great things
Keep
over
the
there at that
fire
platform.
burning.
Yes, baby. Make it go high. And y'all make sure y'all remember our brother King Jives, Mario.
Amen.
We'll see him on Friday with the Kings in the court.
Amen. Amen.
Yes, yes, and I can't wait to get the fashion update. I can't wait to ask Ashley about all the fashions from the Met Gala.
The Met Gala. Child,
Yeah.
nah, I ain't gonna say that on here. Amen. I was about to be messy as hell.
Kyrie.
I know that's why I said it. I was gonna see if you was gonna say something, but we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, baby. I thank y'all so much. Thank you for everybody, Thais, Taylor, Auntie Deb, just me, everybody in the comments.
We ride together, design the weather. You find me better, remind
Love you, Dad.
We will see you all.
Thank you for having me.
Love you guys. Enjoy your time. Anytime, brother.
Gets better, it's the big jet setter. So man,
All right, we out of here.
Get up my pepper and non stepper with a drop of this, cause I'm
Oh,
sure
Taylor, how many parks you been to?
all the words sit like